All right, so Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer decided to talk about the Performance Center, the WWE Performance Center, to be more specific. And that Tainara Conti, now that she's becoming a little bit better in the ring, that her improvement is an indictment on the Performance Center and how they train their wrestlers. I'm not going to get too deep into it because I know it's just tribalism between these two guys. And that's really all they do is stoke this tribalist shit. I'm going to speak this very clearly in ways that people can understand. Tainara Conti, when she was signed by WWE, had zero wrestling experience. She had never wrestled anywhere before. Okay, she struggled in NXT because she had no wrestling experience. Now she's 4-5 years into her wrestling career. She has experience. That's, it's really strange. All she really had to do was learn how to work the stuff she already knew how to do. Like, she was already a martial artist and, the judo and stuff like that. All she really needed to do was learn how to work the stuff she knew how to do. That's really it. And that kind of explains it all within 1 minute, about 90 seconds. I explained why Tainara Conti seems to be better now than she was before. But let's take it to the next level, because how about they explain why Cesar Bonini is shit? Cesar Bonini was also signed by WWE Performance Center. He had no previous wrestling experience. They tried to hustle him up, get him together. He wasn't any good. He got released. Now he's in AEW and he's still not good. Explain why Big Swole is not good. Explain why there's so many women who are coming out of the Nightmare Factory and they're terrible. Nobody's going to answer that question. Nobody's going to look at this question and say, hey, maybe we shouldn't say stuff like that, especially when you got, Performance Center graduates like Bianca Belair. I mean, come on. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. It might just be able to look at people and say, hey, experience makes you better. You get more reps in, you work different places, you learn different styles, you get better. That is the simple way to explain it. But I don't see that Tainara is in some ways so much better than she was. I think that, again, I think a lot of it is tribalism and people just saying she's better because she's in AEW. Therefore, she's better. That's kind of how it's hard to look at people who are being tribalistic and being negative and saying, that they're telling the truth when they're clearly just being tribalistic and being negative. So do I take what they say seriously? Absolutely not. Not because I think they're on the payroll, because I think that they're stupid. They're throwing red meat to the people who want to hear this kind of stuff. When they say shit like that, tell them to explain Cesar Bonini not getting any better. Why didn't he get any better? Why is he still so bad? Why, why is it that other people that trained in a performance center are so much better than people who have not been trained in a performance center? Okay, why was he leaning so heavily on Thunder Rosa and not on their actual homegrown, home-trained women's talent? I mean, if that's so much better, explain that. Explain why so many of the women suck so bad. Why some of the young boys are not that good. I mean, it is what it is, but it's all tribalist bullshit. Your training is only one part of your story. Experience is another part. Tainara is getting better, and I know that she's getting better. She doesn't look like she has 2 left feet anymore, mainly because she is getting better. She's getting better because she's getting experience. It's literally that simple. Everything else that these guys are trying to talk about is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, shed light. I know what that's like.